It's another week of Ask Henna Sooq, where you guys in the comments post questions that you guys have the need to get an answer from regarding henna natural hair color, Ayurvedic hair care, and even about henna and jaguar body art. So there are some great questions this week. Someone was asking, is henna a religious practice? Is it only for Muslims? My name is Khadija. I'm a leading henna hair color expert, Ayurvedic hair care specialist, and I do gorgeous henna and jaguar body art. So welcome to this space, this weekly Ask Henna Sooq. And remember, if you have a pressing question that you need an answer to, like right now, go to our website, hennasooq.com, and then click the right-hand corner. There's an icon there for the live chat feature, and you can reach one of our experts right then and there. So let's get into these questions. First question is henna a religious practice? Is it only affiliated with Muslims? In this part of the world I live in, only Muslims have henna on. Does it only have to be for an event or a special occasion that one has it on? Is it inappropriate to casually have it on with no occasion or celebration whatsoever? That is a really good question, and I definitely get that a lot because people get really worried about, like, you know, is it religious? Is it someone's culture? Like, will I be offensive? And the answer is no, it does not belong to any particular culture and no religious affiliation. Henna, in my humble opinion, is to be celebrated and honored and loved by all that it touches. Yes, there are those who do henna specifically for special occasions, you know, weddings, sometimes even when they're about to have a baby. You know, there are so many things that henna celebrates, and when you're using henna to really celebrate those things, that's exactly what it is. It has a social custom. You want to feel happy, you know. So I am a believer that henna is for everyone, and I do believe that there is respect for those who do certain cultural, you know, celebrations with henna. But if you want henna at your wedding, you know, like, why not? You know, we get makeup done, we get hair done, you know, and if it's a symbolism in an intent in your heart to, you know, just do something because you really love it. And who's to say who your ancestors are? Who's to tell you, like, where your roots truly come from? Even if you're, like, you know, Caucasian, European, you know, how do you know where your own roots come in? You know, like, do we have to be so restrictive in something that has so much positivity? I know not everyone's gonna agree with me. They're gonna be like, I don't know. But I believe in ancestry. I believe in lineage. I believe that what speaks to you for a reason. I'm a spiritual person. I'm a convert to Islam. So I embrace and believe in when someone loves something or someone is passionate about it, you know, and we can't just judge people's intention. There are tons of bad things that people are doing. And so, but is it in our place to judge people and to tell them what their intention is? No, really, we need to go about minding our own business, to be honest, because why do we put so much energy in something that's more negative? But I love these questions. I really love that you guys feel comfortable in this space, on this channel at Hennasooq. That you can ask whatever you want. Even if you see me on the street, you know, or right here in Columbia, Maryland at our location, I want you to never feel shy to ask me anything, even as if it's crazy. I'll just be honest and say, hey, I can answer that, or hey, I cannot answer that. I do not easily get offended. I do not easily get in my feelings because I am confident in who I am. I already know who I am. So I want to radiate that to you guys. There are so many other people who are religious that use henna. You have people who are Sikh or Hindu, and sometimes even Christians. I have done so many weddings, so many events. Oh, and let me not forget the Jewish community. There are so many people and cultures using henna, and trust me, it doesn't have to do with religion. It has to do with culture and social, you know, celebrations. So if you love henna, I want you to enjoy henna. I would never want to take that from anyone. I just think that is so mean to, you know, make people feel bad about loving something that is so beautiful like henna, honestly. And that's my honest opinion. Again, I know some of you might not agree with me. There might be some haters in the comments, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna chalk that up to ignorance because Again, this is for everyone. It should be celebrated by all. It should be loved by all. It is not religious. It is, no one culture can make claim to it. Absolutely not. It's a plant. It grows and it should be used by all. And we trade. That's what they did in history. They traded and shared. Just because I wasn't the first person to have salt or the first person to have sugar or the first apple. No, that is a waste of time and energy. If you sincerely want people to be happy and you're not in your feelings and in your headspace, you will want more people to be exposed to something as beautiful as henna. That's what it is. Question number 2 is, I tried doing your method for black hair but ended up with orange hair. What could be the issue? I mixed less henna and more indigo because the last time I applied it ended up with an orange sheen. That time henna was more and indigo was less. So for black tones, so it is a 2-step process. So what you're describing here in these comments as part of your questions makes me think that you did a 1-step process. So I'm not 100% clear, like, are you doing a 2-step process? Because that's the only way you're gonna get a true black tone. Like, are you mixing, a darker ratio like of henna and indigo in the first step so you could get like darker black hair by doing indigo in the second step? In general, for black hair, and if your hair is very stubborn, use henna and indigo, equal parts of each, and you're basically doing a brown recipe in the first step. And then follow up in the second step, like a whole second coloring treatment after you've washed that all out, and you're gonna do indigo alone. And make sure you always leave it in 3 to 4 hours, or use a heat or a steam or a cap, basically, to cut that time in half. And that'll help sometimes really deposit the color really well. And just be careful that you're using color safe products, to wash out, like our cleansing co-wash. And then you can clarify beforehand with our soap and hair wash. That will help a lot. The last question is, I see a lot of directions where you should add black coffee, lemon, or even vinegar into the henna mix to help with holding the color to your hair. My question is that true? So for some people that works well. A lot of other ingredients, in my opinion, and what I've seen and experienced, is that it could cause breakage and dryness, and henna can already be a bit drying. So what I would recommend, if you want to add something that you feel might be a little bit binding, and it may be exactly what your hair needs, because some people definitely this works for them. And at the end of the day, my recommendations are the general guidelines. If you find something that works for you and is better and you're getting the results you want and you and your hair are happy, that's all that I want. That's what I want. I want you to be happy with your hair results. So if you want to use something that, like a step into the realm of using a little bit of lemon juice, maybe even like apple cider vinegar, even coffee, I would recommend that you still use majority, warm to hot distilled water, and maybe add a little bit of those other ingredients. Like, choose one and add it and see if it makes a difference. But you definitely should be writing it down, like the results that you get, so that way you can tell, like, is this actually working or making a difference or not. So when you're starting, I would recommend you start with warm to hot distilled water, not boiling and not cold. Then you can venture off into other liquids if you like to try it out. But first, let's see if the basic recipe, the simple one, will give you the results and coverage that you need. So I hope this helps. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another week of Ask Hennasooq. And I will see you next time. Don't forget, I'm trying to hit the 100K by the end of the year. Like, I want to go into 2024 with 100K. I want to see that reward of that plaque saying I reached 100K coming from YouTube. Like, I want that so badly. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I would really appreciate it. And plus, you don't want to miss any of this great content and just like see my cute smile. I will see you next time, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Bye.